Hello, my beautiful collective. My name is Calum. I'm an empath, a psychic, and an oracle of sorts. And welcome to Full Mental Alchemy. If this is your first time here, welcome in. It's so good to have you. If you're returning, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. We're going to be doing a tarot reading for you today. I hope you're having a wonderful moment in time. I am getting... I just keep hearing it, you did it. So we're gonna expand on that energy, but before we get started, I'm going to ring this bell. We ring the bell just to clear the negative energy around us, get us off on even footing. If you have a sound sensitivity, I would turn your volume down a little bit. It can be a little loud. But yeah, I'm gonna ring it in 3, 2, 1. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Now, I want to invite entities of only the highest order to deliver this message today. Provide us a message of confirmation and clarity, of love and light for the person viewing this video. As per usual, we're going to start with the Wicca Oracle deck. Yeah, let's just get right into it. I feel called to really only pull one card today, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. What's the message about, Spirit? The Ecstasy of Infinity. We've been seeing this card quite a bit. Quite a bit. But see, it's interesting that we only have this card today, not accompanied by anything else. It makes me think that you've been putting in the work and you found some sense of bliss. You're truly just, like, existing in the magic of the moment. Opening yourself to all possibilities. Unrestricted by fear. Unrestricted by doubt. Just free. I wasn't planning on doing Moonology, but I kind of just like went right to this, so we're going to start with some Moonology as well. The human body responds to isolation and fear in countless ways. That was my co-star message for today. Interesting. Balance spirituality and practice. Full moon in Pisces. We just had a full moon in Pisces. No, we didn't. It's Pisces season, but it was not, the moon is not in Pisces. But anyway, it is Pisces season, and we just had a full moon like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Let's get one more. See, but these don't even feel like I feel like you're just doing these things. Be bold and make the first move. Emotions are running high. I kind of feel like you're in this place of pushing bounds, taking action into your own hands, taking your life into your own hands. And then we have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. But let's expand on this. Let's find out more. We're going to pull some tarot. These cards are going everywhere, so I'm just going to put them back. But that's good to know. I expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. We just had a lunar eclipse on the 13th. So it's interesting that came through. I don't know about you guys, but that eclipse was really powerful for me. I don't know. I haven't always been the biggest believer in like astrological stuff, but truly this eclipse felt different. Like I felt like I actually walked into an entirely new reality. Um, I've been experiencing like this really beautiful and divine sense of being recently. Like yesterday, I don't know. It's a funny thing to say, but it's like for the first time, I feel like I'm actually at balance with myself. It was like I had this calm awareness of everything that I was feeling in my body. I could feel all my pain, all my sadness, but also all my joy and excitement all at the same time. And it was just creating this like I was perfectly centered. And it felt like I finally understood what the temperance card is supposed to like feel like, having that true balance between every aspect of yourself. And you might be experiencing something similar. We're going to be pulling from the Trickster's Journey Tarot today. One of my favorite decks right now. All right. What's going on? The Empress. This is the energy you're in right now. True receptivity. You might be birthing new ideas. Truly like nurturing your spirit, your body, your mind. Just in this like place of pure power. Tell me more about the Empress. The Seven of Wands. Yeah. Like it's giving unstoppable. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And strength in reverse. I almost want to take these as the challenge, but yeah, I'm going to do that. The Ten of Wands in reverse describes the crushing weight of taking on too many responsibilities all on your own. This card calls you to reassess if overextending yourself has become an invisible norm for you, so that you are unable to stop and enjoy what your efforts have won you. Learning to delegate and set firm boundaries around your work life is essential to protecting your quality of life. And Strength in Reverse reveals a deeply vulnerable aspect of self. You may be struggling to recover from depression or disappointment. While self-doubt is a normal response to defeat, your lowest moments do not define you. Know that resilience and survival are innate to us. Give yourself credit for doing what you can. Yeah, so it feels like you might be overextending yourself a bit, running yourself a little dry. And the Empress feels like a call to like remember who you are, remember what you represent, all you've done to get to your level of awareness. The Empress represents growth and patience. It embodies the nurturing spirit we all need to flourish. Nurture entails patience and openness, compassion for the seedlings of our growth, and faith in their ability to prosper, ruled by Venus, planet of love and creativity. And while you're kind of like struggling with these this like burnout sort of energy, I do get the sense that it's not like you're letting it stop you. It's more just you have this awareness of like what your challenges are right now. And there's a kind of a need to rein in your place of balance. I'm really trying to get these cards to fucking sit still, and it's not happening. Hopefully that will give me a more even surface. A little bit, not really. Okay, let's look at the past. What's influencing this burnout, this strength reverse energy? And the Empress, and the Seven of Wands. The Knight of Swords. It feels like you are like not holding back anymore. Take care of what you might trample on your charge forward. Yeah, it feels like you really like went for something. It might be well, let's expand on the Knight of Swords. What exactly was it they like went for in the past that's kind of leaving them burnt out now? I might need to take my sweater off. It's like fucking hot in here. Or it's not a sweater, it's a overshirt. Please. Release me! I'm getting claustrophobic in this thing. I think my shirt shrunk in the wash. I feel like shouldn't happen with that material of shirt, like a flannel, but hey. Shit happens. What is this Knight of Swords energy? What are we talking about? The Two of Swords reverse. Interesting. So it seems like there was some kind of decision you had to make. Exemplifies the immobilizing effects of indecision. Locked in a feedback loop, you may feel utterly overwhelmed by the overload of too many factors to consider. So it seems like you had to break some kind of indecision in the past and align with your ambition in some sort of way. Yeah, around the devil. I actually don't know what the devil means in this deck. Sorry I'm reading the book so much, but I don't care at the same time. This card symbolizes bondage to the material world and physical pleasures. Yeah, it seems like you had to make a decision between like short-term gratification and long-term gratification. An affirmation that just came through is it's okay to slow down. Which actually this is reminding me, I recorded like 3 readings yesterday, and the first 2, my microphone died in the first one, and I didn't notice until halfway through the second one, so both of those readings I had to scrap. And then I recorded one last night, and the energy was so... There was this like frustration with it, but I felt like I kept trying to channel this same energy like all day. But this is reminding me of that energy where it feels like you... there was like an attachment to the material world and this attachment to the life that they built up to this point. But with this, it feels like with the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Devil, you were really caught up in what felt good in the moment and like simple pleasures that in the long run were leaving you broken down a little bit. And I kind of want to pull more for the Empress and the Seven of Wands, because the Seven of Wands kind of tells me that you like face this head on, or you're facing this head on. Change challenges those around us to consider their own positions. How do you set boundaries in the face of external threats to your growth? It does feel like you set some sort of boundary with, maybe it was with a devil energy, like this might represent a person, which isn't like inherently a bad thing, just someone that like enforces those lower vibrational habits and behaviors. And it feels like you're really stepping into your power and pouring into the possibility of your, or like the prospect of your growth rather than trying to like subdue pain in the short term. I want a little more. We have justice in reverse. I almost feel like this is speaking to this kind of aspect of like seeing it as an injustice to yourself to not take care of yourself, to not pour into your growth, to your well-being. And then we have the King of Wands in the upright. It actually came out in reverse and then like flipped around into the upright. So it almost feels like you had this like full perspective shift of going from like holding on to short-term satisfaction and feeling like it would be an injustice to not have your simple pleasures, or like, I don't know, and then having this like perspective shift and realizing actually it's an injustice to not pour into like push for growth or like to hold myself back from my potential by like you know what I mean? The words are not coming to me right now. It represents coming into your relationship with leadership. This card takes all the lessons of the wand suit and recruits those around you into manifesting your vision. This charisma imparted by your confidence and enthusiasm means you might find many willing collaborators around you. And so it feels like you really like are fucking taking action over your life, like we said in the beginning. And in that way, inspiring others to do the same. Maybe others who are like dealing with that same sort of habit of like, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. But the challenge right now does feel like you're not being very patient with yourself through that process. Maybe being a little hard on yourself about it. But it seems like you have some kind of vision that you're like you're consciously like working through the kind of, I'm hearing like discrepancies within you. Can we expand on that? What do you mean? Discrepancies. Yeah, it seems like you're really focused on your long-term stability, and you're taking a lot of time to like process your inner world and yeah, it's kind of giving like you're showing yourself off to the world with the Four of Wands. We have the Five of Swords, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Coins. I'm getting this vibe that like, yeah, you're really like coming out of your shell a little bit. Maybe your journey has felt like you've had to. It's almost like I'm getting this vibe of how it's like you do so much internal work, but you can't share it with people because if you did, it would like kind of give them permission to comment on your journey. But now you have such like because you're like reaffirming how powerful you are, there's like more incentive to um, like release that fear. Like the power you gave to people is rescinded. Because the Four of Cups in reverse kind of talks about like, I mean, kind of like no longer needing to be alone to, uh, like, I don't know, I see it in reverse as like a response to the Four of Cups, where like the Four of Cups, you're kind of like going within, having to sit with the shit that's going on within you. But now, like in reverse, it's like that seclusion comes to an end, and you can break out of your shell a little bit. You don't have to be so guarded about your internal world. The Four of Wands with the Five of Swords is interesting to me because it's almost like they're, I don't know, with the Four of Cups in reverse with the Five of Swords, it feels like there's this um, understanding that like you may have some kind of like conflict within, some things that are like, I don't want to say fighting for your attention, but like there's just some shit that you're trying to work through, and you're kind of recognizing that you don't need to do that alone. The Four of Wands is another one of those cards that's like a call for community, sharing your um, like how far you've come with people around you, being very open to um, the love that people have to offer. And the Queen of Coins, I feel like, is just speaking to that energy of um, like finding, I don't know, like I was talking about in the beginning, that like that sense of centeredness and balance, um, no matter what anyone else has to say. I just saw 2222 on the time. Um, It points to the delicate balance between work and home, ambition and well-being. Attaining material success is not always the same thing as being well or happy, and the Queen calls for you to give special care to how you expend your material and emotional resources. How well do you guard your yes? So there could be an energy of you like really putting up boundaries with people. Um, in being more open, you are like giving yourself permission to not allow people in your energy. It's like this realization that you don't have to be completely closed off. You can just like revoke access from certain people to your energy, which is a powerful thing. And it's like you don't have to let people that you don't want to influence you, if you know what I mean. And then we have the Eight of Swords in the subconscious. Yeah, so it feels like you really are like breaking yourself out of this old limiting belief that you need to do things alone. Yeah, like it feels like that realization that I was talking about is exactly it. Like you are recognizing that you can be open and just have boundaries, and that's all the protection that you need. Your willingness to say no is powerful. But I think like with this realization has shifted a lot of things within you. It's not just like something that you have to um, remind yourself of constantly, if that makes sense. It's like you're um, coming to like having this realization almost like shifted your internal sense of well-being in a way. Like it made you like unconsciously realize how powerful you are, and it's almost helping you navigate the world in a different way than you did before, because there's like such a self assurance here. It's like you're so well adjusted to your energy now that it's almost like if something isn't in alignment, you couldn't even fathom allowing it in your life. It's like fully going from trying to learn the lessons to having integrated it and understanding what it means to like really respect yourself and your boundaries and your energy. And it sounds like this is what you've done. You've truly like understood the point of it all and learned the lesson that like you did it. Now we also have the Five of Wands in the subconscious. Tell me more about that. We have the Ten of Coins, Death in reverse, and the World. Oh, wow. This almost feels like a conflict between these two energies. The Five of Wands points out the interpersonal conflict that brews from miscommunication. It may indicate that there is competition or egos clashing within a group that requires a radical shift to resolve. I want to read Death in reverse as well, because there's definitely something there with that. Because it almost feels like this reformation of what the Ten of Pentacles looks like for you. Death's reflection shows a lingering attachment to the past. A soul unable to let go of their living concerns becomes a ghost, distorted version of their former self, unable to move on to the afterlife or rebirth. Trust that you are the keeper of your own history and experiences, and you can carry them with you into the future, knowing who you are without letting them define you. Can I get one more to... You know what I'm looking for here, Spirit. I don't know how to, like, define what I'm saying. You know what I'm looking for. The Page of Swords. Yeah, exactly. It's like you have... there's kind of this aspect of yourself that's holding on to maybe this old devil energy, like something in the past that was, I don't know, I'm getting this vision of like how the Ten of Coins was almost like, you're like, it's like holding on to what the Ten of Coins looked like for your old way of being and refusing to let go of that. And it's like in that like refusal to fully detach or unattach from the past, it's almost like restricting the world. It's like not recognizing that the endings that had to take place were so you could expand into the full world. It's like recognizing that this is the end of a cycle and you have to release that cycle in order to move into the next one. And the Page of Swords feels like you're having to... there's a realization that needs to take place that the past doesn't... that your attachment to the past is like keeping you from walking into the new world with open eyes. I feel like there's more there, but we're going to move forward with the spread, and then, yeah. The advice here is the Page of Wands. I'm hearing give yourself permission to fly away. Knight of Coins. and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of this vibe of like, um, allow the journey to unfold. I feel like we've been saying this a lot in the readings recently. It's kind of like having patience with the process, trusting the journey. With the Page of Wands and the Knight of Coins, it feels like give yourself, and with the Seven of Cups, give yourself permission to dream bigger, or like keep your eyes open to what else is possible for you. Um, Allow yourself to expand even more than you already have, because this new time, this new way of being for you is one of expansion. So I think it's important that you lean into that and don't restrict yourself by um, keeping such an attachment to like maybe how you would have done things different in the past is what I'm hearing. Um, or yeah, I don't know. It feels like there's really this call for acceptance of what has happened, accepting for what is, and walking forward from here. I want to read the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands overflows with a curiosity that motivates them to action. It embodies the openness to hear and explore a new calling. This card asks you to pay attention to what sparks your interest, trust your ideas are worth exploring, and your dreams have a place in the world. Exactly. And the Seven of Cups is like absolutely emphasizing that point of like giving yourself permission to dream bigger. But also the Knight of Coins is like, I always see it as a card of patience. It's a slow moving card. Um, and I think there's really this need to understand that like the dreams that you have, the ideas and like what you desire to have or experience in this life are going to take time to build, and kind of having patience with yourself through that process. It's almost like both give yourself permission to dream big, but also um, have an understanding that like grief takes time to process. And I only mention grief because I feel like grief is what is part of that attachment. Um, but also like there's also like an aspect of the Knight of Coins where it's like being dedicated to the process, being dedicated to the things that you want to build and create. Um, so I feel like it's really like walk into this new life with uh, open arms, open eyes, and a strong fist. Kind of like let's commit to the journey. Let's commit to our expansion, to the the possibility of all, if you will. What's the external influences? The Ten of Swords is in the external. And the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it very much feels like there might be some like lingering stuff from the past. Um, some I don't know. The Six of Cups in reverse is interesting in this case. You may be lost in the fantasy of the past. Yeah, exactly. It seems like you're really, again, it's just attachment. Like there's such a need to like let go of what has happened, the pain that you've experienced, whatever that looks like, whatever this Ten of Swords is for you. Um, but I feel like you're also like making it worse than it needs to be. Marks an abrupt end to the story of the suit. The misuse and misunderstandings of the swords of reason accumulate to a swift and brutal final blow. Yeah, it feels like something really like it feels like the rug got pulled out from under you in some sort of way, and you're just like trying to make sense of it by like reliving it over and over again. And it's reminding me of that concept where like our nervous system and our body isn't able to fully recognize when we're just like reminiscing and when we're actually experiencing pain. Because if we're like forcing ourselves to relive the memory, all our unconscious body feels is the pain of it. And so by like forcing yourself to re-experience that pain over and over again, while it can be cathartic in some ways to like help release it, if you're just doing that over and over again and like getting lost in spirals of thought about this pain, you're kind of just forcing your nervous system into a state of fight or flight for kind of no reason. And the only way to like truly allow it to pass and to allow yourself to accept it is to stop reliving that pain and understand that it happened, and now you have a beautiful opportunity to build anew, to move towards things that align with you better. I don't know. I almost wanted to pull cards on what the Ten of Swords was, but I don't think it's very important for this, because you know what that pain was. You know what this abrupt ending in the past was that you keep just like living in. And it's funny that it's the external, and yet the Six of Cups in reverse comes out because that's such a mental card. It could also be, in some cases, like somebody that's forcing you to relive the past, like if you're in a traumatic environment, which that isn't really like resonating with me, so I don't know if that's the case, but it could be. If that is the case, I feel like let's get advice for that stream of energy, where there's like reminders of the past. I feel like it goes back to that idea of like being protected, being setting boundaries in your energy, and having a knowing that the people that may be trying to like tie you to the past don't have control over you. They don't get to, like, I don't know. I'm just hearing revoke access, like. I don't know, and I want to be sympathetic to every situation because I know that it can be really hard depending where you are. If it's like an abusive or like you don't have any other option sort of situation. But we have the Trickster and the Queen of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna read the Queen of Wands in reverse, and then the Page of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. So it's very much just like keep yourself, do what you can with what you have. The upright queen's self-assurance is mirrored in her reverse counterpart's selfishness. Her attempts to deny the existence of her shadow aspects, anger, envy, desire, violence, only increase the grip on her, causing her to compulsively seek assurance from others. In wanting so badly to negate the elements within yourself that make you uncomfortable, they may have come to define you. Accept that they are part of what makes you human, and you can begin to learn how to live in balance with them. Yeah, and I do feel like it's just this process of figuring out how to counterbalance those things. Finding more like confidence within yourself. It brings us back to that Empress energy, like really nurturing the way you feel, prioritizing your what's the word? What's the word? Prioritizing your perspective on the world above how other people want you to feel about the world is kind of what the vibe that I'm getting. And you need to know that you have the only person that can give you permission to start over, to move into new energy and to be who you want to be, and like to live in this state of I don't know, I almost want to say abundance is you. You have to give yourself permission to move forward. You have to give yourself permission to accept things as they are and give yourself permission to grow, to open your eyes to more. In the hopes and fears, we have the 9 of coins and the 6 of coins. Yeah, and it feels like your goal is that sense of contentment. It's like you really want to just be at peace with the world, be at peace with yourself, to be comfortable. Yeah. And with the 6 of Pentacles, or the 6 of Coins as well, it feels like your goal is to be able to be so like well within your means, I'm hearing, that you can help other people. But how do I explain this? Give me another card so I can like collect my thoughts here, Spirit. The 9 of Swords reverse. You have to be able to accept that sense of security, that sense of safety comes with not being weighed down or like burdened by the pain of the past. You have to be willing to release these swords from your back and know that like the sense of well-offness that you are like searching for is fully within your reach. It's fully possible, but you have to do that from a place of or like if the 6 of Pentacles does resonate in a sort of way where like you want to be able to share your resources with others, you have to be secure within yourself. I want to read the 6 of Pentacles because I feel like there's something I'm missing from that. It asks you to examine your relationship to giving and receiving. Are you at peace with your boundaries and so able to offer and receive help freely, or do you harbor unspoken resentment for ill-defined transactions? An unboundaried, unconsidered approach to the delicate and emotionally fraught issue of giving and sharing can rapidly sour relationships. Oh yeah, that's a very interesting take on the 6 of Pentacles that I've never really heard before. It just we keep going back to that idea that you need to have like really firm boundaries with the people in your life, and also having like you need to balance your perspective on what it means to give and take. And I don't even think it's just in resources. I think it's from like an emotional place as well. You might have had your perspective on like relationships tainted by that kind of like transactional feeling, and the 9 of Swords could be talking about that release of the past, like traumatic experiences involving people who like their either love or support came from like a very conditional transactional sort of mindset. And I think that you are fully like capable of existing in the way you want to, but it's a matter of allowing those signals of like where you're looking for, where people are trying to like fuck. I don't know why the words are like just not coming to me today. I don't know. I think it comes down to the love you give and receive has a lot more to do with um, your own mindset and your boundaries than it does the other person, because it's all up to what you allow. And that's all I'm going to say, because I'm getting like really caught up on this. And then let's look at outcome. We have the Two of Cups. That's beautiful. What a beautiful outcome. And it seems like once you process these things, when you fully find that balance within yourself, which you're already like there, you're already working so hard and taking such good care of yourself. Um, it seems like you are going to be more at peace with the concept of love. Um, Not even just in relationships, but with yourself, like having a more intimate relationship with yourself. I think we had a reading that we talked about that. Um, and Overall, these lessons that you're learning are going to be um, making you the most like powerful, loving partner that you can be, if that is your goal. At the very least, it's like becoming the partner that you've always wanted. Um, and there's a lot of security in that. But remember to be patient with yourself. Like, understand that this process takes time, and you can't really like rush this kind of thing. It's kind of just a matter of uh, taking the lessons as they come. Know that your grief doesn't define you. The pain that you've experienced doesn't define you. Um, it seems like whatever that Ten of Swords was we talked about, like you need to find some way to like come to terms with that. Um, and I can't really give too much advice on how to do that. I think it's one of those things where the answer is within you. Um, you might have to think about like what exactly is holding you to this pain, why exactly um, what it is you want out of like reliving that memory. Um, but you're doing great. That's all I can really say. I hope this reading was able to provide you some confirmation or clarity on what you already intuitively know. And I hope you continue to take care of yourself and you keep following this path of equilibrium and taking care of your uh, all the parts of yourself that need to be taken care of, the stars on the bottom of the deck, continuing to align with your inner light, um, realizing your fullest potential every day, every chance you get, um, because you deserve it. You deserve to be. You deserve to accept yourself. Um, yeah, I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful moment in time. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by reaching out on Instagram at Full Mental Alchemy with an underscore before and after. Um, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Take care of yourself. I love you. I'm sending you so much love and light. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.